Hello guys, welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm super mega excited to be sharing this video with you guys because today I am gonna be sharing 10 lesbian couples that actually have a happy ending. We all know that how difficult it is actually to have lesbians that have happy endings on movies, on TV shows. So today it's gonna be regarding TV shows. But before we get into further details, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments as well, and also drop down below in the comments which other happy ending couples are not on this list. So let's get right into it. So we're gonna start off with El Embarcadero, and the couple is Alejandra and Veronica. The show is truly amazing. Alejandra is a high-profile architect who is shocked by the secret left behind by her husband, who actually passed away, in this case Oscar, of 15 years. She discovers he was leading a double life with another woman, Veronica in this case, in a nearby village. The two end up falling in love with one another, and at the same time they are still trying to grieve the passing of their lover, and in this case their husband. So the two women fall into a very passionate love affair that is very unexplainable, because the connection that the two have is just from another level. And then we're gonna move on to No Traces, and the couple is Irene and Daisy. Basically, they are ex-girlfriends that comes together in order to solve a case, and during this mission they end up finding their way back to each other. Daisy and Kite in this case try to give the Russians their money back, but they want something more than just basically heads. Desperate, they ask Irene, the cop handling the case, and Daisy's ex-girlfriend, basically to help them out. But at the same time, they are trying to solve this case, and they are also trying to figure out what really went wrong in their relationship, because it's kind of very toxic but also funny at the same time. And then moving forward, we have Wendy and Greta, and the series is called Skyjo. The series got 3 seasons available. During season 3, Wendy and Greta's storyline was basically the main course. Not only their story, but also how they got together and how their relationship basically developed from the beginning, from the very beginning. And you can also see that they have a happy ending despite how everything played out. There was a moment that I thought they would actually part ways, but at the end of the day, the love and the connection, everything they were going through was just too difficult for them basically to part ways. So this one is highly recommended because they have amazing ending and everything worked out perfectly for both. Moving forward, we have Sky High, and the couple is Marta and Rosa. The two girls come from different backgrounds. One of them is a very wealthy mother and powerful as well, and the other girl, she grew up struggling and basically having to fight to survive for her and for her family. So they two come together very unexpectedly through things that were going on in both lives, but they end up making their relationship work despite the difficulties. If you guys would like to know more details, I will highly recommend you all to go to Netflix, because there's where the series is actually available, and you don't have to worry because there is translations as well. This one is really good, and it's like young teenage love type of vibe. Then we have Citas Barcelona, and the couple is Sofia and Paula. They have a very long, complicated relationship that after years of being apart, one of them actually went on and got married to another woman. Later on, she got divorced actually years later, and then that's how the two actually got, back together after time and time of being apart. The storyline has been developing for 3 seasons, so at the final season, we can finally see them coming together, and they finally have admitted that they want to be with one another for the rest of their lives, especially now that they are in a more grown and more mature age of their lives, and they have different things going on. Some way, somehow, I thought they wouldn't made it, but they did, and this couple is a true classic. If you haven't watched it, what are you waiting on? Moving forward, we have South of Nowhere. Spencer and Ashley are the couple, released in 2005 and actually run until 2008. Called South of Nowhere, the couple were a bright high in a dark time for queer women on TV. They engage in a constant push pull for survival after season, always loving each other but hardly ever being on the same page because they just had so much different views when it comes to a lot of different topics. Pencils is out and proud, and Ashley has worked through her commitment issues, so by that they can finally come together and live the romance that we all at that time was basically rooting for them to do, and it worked out for both. This one is a true classic. It's a really classic, so I will highly recommend you all to support it. And then we have Tasha and Alice, the L World. The classic couple released in 2004 and actually ran until 2009, and they finally got their happy ending on the L World Generation Q. Tasha came back to Alice's life right before basically a very tragic event. They had some good times and some bad times, but the whole world has had basically their fingers crossed in order for them to make a comeback. And in the L World Generation Q, that finally happened. I feel like this was a perfect match because I feel like they had to have that happy ending, just especially after everything they went through, especially after the breakup, then how they came together very unexpectedly. I feel like it was just a perfect, bring back together. Moving forward, we have Amanda and Gerby, and this one is on Dynasty. The series is called Dynasty. The two had a rocky start. The storyline is more about the two getting together, breaking up. It's pretty typical narrative that ends up with them basically deciding to be together despite the differences. And also after spending some time apart, they basically realized that in season 5, they were meant to be, because the time of them being apart made them realize that there was still something missing despite how far they got in their careers, as individuals. There was still something that was unfilled, and that was them, basically their love story. I feel like this one was very popular when it was released. And then we have classic Saving Hope, Maggie and Sydney. The series is basically called Saving Hope. It has 5 seasons available. They first met during season 3. They got involved with each other. Maggie learns more of Sydney's past and religious beliefs and cultures. And during an emotional moment, they two have decided basically to part ways because, they just wanted different things. One of them was actually set off to go ahead and get married, but she didn't go through with it, and then she left, and then she came back. And then the other one was still hoping in some way, somehow they could bring their love story together. It took them a while. It's not until the last season that they finally have decided to take a chance on their love story and basically get together and have a happy ending. And lastly, we have Vina Fe, and the couple is Elena and Clara. This telenovela is basically from Brazil. The two start off very complicated because one of them are actually dealing with a difficult divorce because of how powerful their husband is and how much financial control he has over her. The other one was basically her teacher. In this case, she was giving her trainings in the gym. They end up falling in love with one another, but they also come from a very different background because one of them, she has a very simple lifestyle, and the other one, she is basically used to living in luxury and not having to work and just have everything paid for. So it's kind of a struggle, but some way, somehow, they are making their relationship work, and that's all that matters. So yes, guys, that's basically it. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and also let me know your personal opinion down below in the comments as well. And I also want to say that I've activated the super stickers to the channel just in case any of you would like to make a small donation. It will also help us a lot when it comes to, betting our content, our creation, and all of that. And also, like I said in the beginning of the video, if I have missed any, TV lesbian couples that have a happy ending, please drop them down below in the comments. And thank you so much for all the love and all the support. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Until the next video, and goodbye.